Hey Libra, intuitive soul coach here with your November 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome Libra. You're going to want to stay tuned. I have a feeling this reading is going to be intense, as the energy that I am tuning into at this time is that of inspiration, very impactful for you for the month of November, and I'm getting for a lot of you life changing. So the key themes showing up, we have detox, you have choices, and you also have shadow work. So this combination is very powerful. A lot of things that have went down in the past, they've been difficult for you, I see. This is the month that you make some very conscious, now conscious being the key word here, because you're fully aware of what's happening here. You're fully aware of what needs to be done. There is a heightened sense of clarity and intuitive insight coming in for you this month. And that's why you have the detox card as well, because you're getting rid of, eliminating, and letting go of things that may have been really a challenge, a struggle, or an obstacle in your life. There is a sense of freedom coming in here for you. What you don't see coming is the animal kingdom. Now, this goes beyond just the energy of, an animal. This is the unconditional love that the animals on all different levels, whether it's your own pets, whether this is a love for animals that you've had in the past, or, creatures external in our outer world and nature. This is the energy of unconditional love and companionship. So that's what you don't see coming. That's what's part of this huge shift. And it may show up in the form of animals, but again, this is beyond just the surface of an animal in itself. Now you have 4 major arcana showing up here. This month is going to be very impactful. Again, you're going to want to stay tuned, grab a snack, grab a nice cup of tea, and just settle back, because there's something here that a lot of you need to hear this month. So let's dive in. Now we have the detox and the choice card came out together. So this month is all about you making some decisions that may have really been opened up to you during your season, Libran season, which just ended. And we went through a lot of eclipse energy, and a lot may have bubbled up within you, Libra, within your life, within your relationships. It was just a very powerful time. And November is about what you do with what you've learned, or this is the month where you are able to become more aware of the path that you truly are destined to be on. And you're also seeing that some struggles that you've went through in the past, again, some deep shadow work for a lot of you. This has been no walk in the park. This has been difficult. This could be, I'm getting loneliness for some of you, a deep sense of loss, sadness, loneliness. For others of you, this has to do with career, right? Unemployment or financial struggles. I'm getting here even homelessness. Some of you may have even been homeless, or maybe you didn't have enough money to feed yourself, or there could have been a loss of extremes here. I feel for others of you as well, this is some deep trauma that you've undergone in your life at some point or another, and you've been working through it. But I feel here that there's light at the end of this tunnel. This is about you being able to kind of pinpoint, Libra, everything that you've gone through in the entirety of your life. And it's like it comes into this wave, this moment, this standstill point in time, for you to see it from a view that you've never seen it before. And now you see that there's a choice here to eliminate some sort of toxicity in your life, because you have the Tower showing up in your reading. You have the Empress, which is you. You have the Sun, which is partnered with the Tower. And if you know about the Tower and the Sun together, This is something huge that has shaken your world up, right? And it could be bubbling up from within, where you finally have the clarity that you need to make a major life choice that brings you the happiness that you've been seeking and dreaming and that you've known can and will exist in your life, but you had to go through some of the deep and the dark, right? Because you are the sign of polarity. You are the sign of balance and harmony. But sometimes those scales, Libra, they tip, and it can really throw us off balance. It can throw us for a life loop where we really question ourselves, our integrity, our purpose, our life, our relationships. So because you have the shadow work, this is about the ego, right? Taking a look at the ego self within others, within yourself. And because you actually have a couple of court cards out here, you have the Empress, you have the King of Swords, and you have the Knight of Wands. Okay, you also have the Magician showing up here as well. So Gemini energy for some of you, Taurus, maybe even another Libra. I mean, Capricorn, a lot happening here. So I do feel for some of you, excuse me, I do feel for some of you that you could be dealing with someone that does have maybe a high inflated or altered ego. Now, just to make it clear, each and every one of us have an ego. When we are born into this earthly realm, ego is put upon us to have an individual human experience. But sometimes along the way, you know, that free will choice that we have, part of our gift, right? Free will. It can really cause, you know, us to engage in certain things that really can inflate the ego or even harm at times. Manipulation, control, power, greed, all of those shadow things, right? But it's important to be able to acknowledge, to look at those things, to not shy from them. And there may be someone who has, in a way, showed you or mirrored some situations that you've come here to learn. Some of you, I don't use this term often, but this could be a twin flame. For others of you, maybe it is, I mean, it could be a false twin flame, but it's certainly someone that can resemble and mirror a lot of those struggles or challenges. For others of you, this is a family member or just someone in your life or something within yourself, even Libra, that you are looking at so you can heal. For some of you, this could be addictive tendencies or those that you've been around that suffer from addictions. Maybe this has to do with buried emotions, some trauma. Some of you went to therapy in whatever form of therapy, whether it is coaching, whether it is, you know, healing, maybe it's a professional, you know, psychoanalyst or therapist. I also see here medication. So some of you may have been medicated or someone you know may be medicated. This can be about post-traumatic stress. But again, that's all the shadow piece of, you know, what we've seen. But that's not what the focus is this month. The focus is being able to come face to face with something here because you've already been doing the work. And now you're able to come face to face with it and make a choice to eliminate these certain behaviors, patterns, addictions, people, relationships, thoughts, whatever this is here for you, because you have the decision-making capability to do so. Now, what happens, Libra, is when we ride the fence of wishy-washy energy, right? When we're constantly second guessing ourselves or when we are making a decision to not make a decision, sometimes what that does is it builds a deep-seated belief within us subconsciously that we don't have what it takes to make decisions that are in our highest good. And therefore we just teeter-totter and go back and forth, unbeknownst to us that it's actually hindering us from continuing to move forward, right? Because there's that back and forth. This is about balance. It's about free will. Some of you may feel like you're between worlds at this time, and it's because some of you literally are between worlds. You may be struggling with that, 3D energy, the shifting into, 4 and 5D. There's a lot of ascension taking place around the world. You may be struggling where someone else is still suffering, but you want to get out of that energy, okay? And it's not that you are being selfish or unkind or you want to intentionally hurt or leave anyone behind, but you want to offer your hand. You want to offer some sort of saving grace, or maybe you want someone to offer this to you. But you know one thing for sure, you don't want to be down here anymore. And Libra, this is really big for you because it is saying that there are choices and options that are entering into your energetic field this month that are going to help you detox, eliminate from toxic patterns, behaviors, again, anything that may be a struggle. And it may feel at times that you have to embrace the uncomfortable. But remember, as Glennon Doyle always says, we can do hard things. So because the Tower is showing up here, you are doing hard things by eliminating some of those attachments that we have, succumbed to, that we've grasped so long onto sometimes in fear of losing control, not being in control, of pain, of wanting to, shift. Whatever this is here, you're withdrawing from drama and you're connecting the body and the mind. You're getting healthy on all levels. I'm sensing that a lot of you have cleansing. You've been purging. There's been a need for deep healing here. This is also about, diet, taking a look at your food intake, what you surround yourself with, the people you surround yourself with, the foods, again, that you eat. So this is a really big month for you. Absolutely. This may be one of the most important readings that you ever see on this channel for you, at least up until this point, right? But I feel like this month is a turning point, the turning point that you've been waiting for. And so many times we look out here, but the animal kingdom reminds you that everything is already existing here. And there's some shifts that are happening within you that's ascending, and it's going to be a big change, maybe even a big shock, because it may bring balance. And maybe the balance is something that you're not even familiar with because it's been so imbalanced for such time, right? So when balance comes into your life, Libra, in the form of some sort of unconditional love for you, for self, for others, for, family, for what you do. When this comes in, it may seem a little bit foreign. You may immediately kind of, say, whoa, what's happening here? What's happening here, Libra, is you're coming back into balance with your soul, with your body, with your mind, all of it. Beautiful energy here. So again, pay attention to the animals. Even though it goes a step beyond, it's that, energetic love of companionship and unconditional love and support on all levels. But some of you may be getting an extra dose from your own pets, from animals out in nature. For some of you, you're going to dream of these animals. You could be going through some sort of shamanic journeying or meditation and you have animals come to you. Make sure that you are asking, what does this mean for me? If you dream about, maybe you dream about a brown bear, right? I want you to ask yourself when you wake up, what does that mean to me? What was I afraid of? What did I fear? Because brown bears, or bears in general, can be very nurturing, but they can also be very fierce. So what characteristics are you being guided to maybe take on or to release or let go of from specific animals that show up in your life? So of course, check in with yourself. And if you need to do some research on animal symbolism, this would be a really great month to read a book on, animal symbolism. I think it's Ted Andrews, Animal Speak or Animal Talk. There's so many different animal books out there that you can connect to. But most importantly here, you're feeling the energy of unconditional love. I'm loving this for you. Now, Libra, let's dive into the tarot here. You have the Empress as your first card out, and the Empress rules Venus, which rules Libra and Taurus. And this is your energy partnered with the Three of Swords. So some sort of energy that was difficult for you. Again, shadow work, Three of Swords in your reading. We know this wasn't easy. This was damn difficult, and you're damned if you want to go through it again, right? You don't. This is about you releasing the past because you're going to grow from this situation, Libra. Time heals all wounds. So wherever you are at on that timetable, maybe this is so fresh. Maybe you've been in it for 7 months, maybe 7 years, right? Some of you, this is about you stepping into your power, right? The Empress energy. I mean, this could also be healing from mother, healing from the mother. Some of you, if this resonates, the maybe addictions or the mental cycles, the pills, maybe that has to do with a mother here. For some of you, not all of you, but for a lot of you, this does have to do with you nurturing and doing what is best for you. This is receiving, and that's why you have that receptive, unconditional love and support, emotional support at that. So whether it's you supporting yourself, other people supporting you, the Empress energy, I mean, she's typically the one that supports everyone, right? She's very maternal. She's full of fertility and creativity. She's a goddess in her own energy here, and she's very abundant. So what I sense you doing here is you are releasing some sort of pain. You're making the choice, the conscious choice to do so. And within doing that, it says it's time to act. Because you've been, again, sitting on the fence. This is about you jumping off that fence. And I feel like you've been kind of straddling it for a bit now. There's something here that you're going to act upon because your creativity is rewarded. It says luxurious or abundant resources. This could be your career. This could be your love life. This could be your health. Whatever this may be showing up as in your world, you have the ability to create gain out of pain. You have the opportunity to grow into, this absolute, incredibly astound being that you are, right? Through experience, through pain, through, evolution, you are advancing. And that's what you've come here to do. And this is about you embracing all that you are and all that you've chose to become, but accepting the blessings here and now, and even the ones you don't see coming, because Libra, there are some coming. There are a lot coming. Now, you're definitely in this energy of release. I get that for a lot of you. Now, next up, you do have the King of Swords, Gemini energy. Could be another air sign for some of you. And then you have the Knight of Wands. I mean, this could be two different people, maybe a partner, could be a dad, it could be a boss. And then you have the Knight energy. I get the feeling that for some of you, this is the same person that is acting maybe impulsively, because the King of Michael, when they are in their higher polarity, I mean, this is your counterpart in a sense. I mean, you're the Queen of Wands, even though you're showing up as the Empress. The King of Swords, again, is a counterpart or is a connective energy. But communication could be wonky here. Okay, communication could be something that needs to be improved upon. But I'm going to tell you the polarities of both the King of Swords, the high and the low frequency, because I'm getting that for some of you, this is someone that's been challenging you. And for others of you, you could start to work better with this energy. And we'll talk about how here in just a moment. Now, the King of Michael, he's very principled, very rational, very ambitious, and he can be very well respected. He is a very intelligent, logical, experienced, wise, mature man. And when you are embracing this energy, which can also be the masculine within you, this is about you using that wisdom that you've gained, that objectivity, and they're important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. And we just said that here, even before reading. So the communication is key, is very important. So there could be very important conversations that are had between you and maybe this King of Swords, or you and a family member, or with you balancing out that masculine and that feminine. Maybe you're finally stepping into more feminine energy here, because maybe a lot of you have been living out of your masculine. So there's going to be also, if this is someone in your life, Libra, I feel like this person has been dipping down to the lower frequencies of the King of Michael, which can be very sporadic. Knight of Wands energy is someone who is always looking for their next adventure. They're very reckless at times. They can be very in and out. Even though they have this heightened sense of confidence within them, that could be part of something you're seeing in another, right? Someone could be having that inflated ego due to power, due to control. Sometimes this King of Swords, he's not in touch with his emotions. He can be very hot-headed, right? He can be very, at times, angry. He can lash out even. He's very, very stuck sometimes in the beliefs that he's integrated from a very young age or accumulated over time. And sometimes it's his way or the highway. He's not someone you want to really be around when he is vibrating at that lower polarity. So if this is someone that you are dealing with, if this is your own energy, Libra, if this is, what it is that you're making a choice to detox from, I feel like you could be healing even from some sort of sporadic action, some in and out energy with the Three of Swords that maybe this King of Swords put into your life. If this is a boss, someone feels... Okay, if this is the plus side of things, you could be healing from a situation where you come into contact with a new boss or someone who is very courageous, charismatic, and enthusiastic. There's a lot of action here. I feel like this is about you knowing instinctively what to do. And this person here, King of Swords, I feel like they want to have this new beginning with you. If this is a boss, they may be hiring you and saying, Libra, come work for us. We know what we want. This is going to be busy. You can keep up with your with the energy here, and you may be leaving behind an ending or some sort of painful times, right? A difficult situation. If this is a love connection, I feel like this person is making a lot of decisions here. There is a lot of passion, possibly action-oriented energy. I do feel for some of you, though, this can be impulsive, or it feels impulsive. I just heard here shotgun wedding. I mean, whoa, okay, someone having a shotgun wedding. For others of you, I mean, this person could have definitely said some hurtful words to you. And of course, the king doesn't just have to be male energy. I mean, it could show up as a male in your life, but it could be someone, even a female, who's very masculine and very opinionated even. Okay, so I do feel like there's some movement around this. And some of you could even meet someone new who actually, while you're working on yourself and while you're doing your own Libra thing here comes your counterpart, and it sweeps you, it comes in like a wrecking ball at first, right? Sweeps you off your feet here with the Knight of Gabrielle, because this person is very charismatic, very charming. They certainly can be. For others of you, there could be two people here as well, two choices. Do I work for this company or that company? Do I, go in that direction or this direction with this partnership? It could even be a sibling and father situation. Okay, Knights. I mean, I feel like this more has to do with the King of Swords taking action here. Now, next you have really beautiful pentacle energy. You have the Ace of Pentacles with the 6. And the Ace represents a brand new resource, a brand new beginning, a change in home, in job, in promotion. It could be a new resource of money, time, or support. And we're seeing that unconditional support here, or emotional support showing up for you. And it's interesting because you only have one cup card, and the cup card actually came out hiding behind your final outcome, which we'll talk about. So you may think that love is non-existent, or you may think that someone doesn't have some feelings for you because maybe they are King of Swords, where they may show their love in other ways. But what surprises you here is someone really does care and wants the best for you here, Libra. Ace of Pentacles is definitely a change coming in that's going to offer you more stability and more balance, because the 6 of Ariel, 6 of Pentacles, is your material needs. They're going to be fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Yeah. Someone may surprise you by showing you just how much they do care, they support, by showing you through spending time with you, or it could be, offering you financially a new beginning. This is big. This is about acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. And typically you are the one here, Libra, that when you love fiercely. But when you're hurt, it really does throw those scales for a loop here. But you're bringing balance, or balance is entering into your world this month. And it looks divine. It really does. There's definitely a big change coming in that's going to offer you happiness in this physical world. And that's what you want. That's what we all want. We want to have that body, mind, soul, and spiritual connection, but we realize that those are all, one thing. They're all interconnected, but sometimes it bleeds into other areas of our lives. If we're not having a good relationship, that can affect our career, right? Or our career can come in between our relationships. Our health can impact our career. So we see how everything is intertwined. Well, this month, there's something new happening here for you that's going to offer a lot of balance, and it may even make you think a completely different way than maybe you've thought about someone or something in the past. And it helps you release this pain, and it helps you nurture, open up your heart and love like the Empress does, right? Now you have here two major arcanas. This could show up mid to end of the month for you as well, Libra, but you literally have, and I said the Tower earlier. I apologize. It's not the Tower. It is the Devil. That's probably why I said Capricorn early on. So you have the Devil and you have the Sun. So wow, this is very powerful here because the Devil is conditional, and the Sun is unconditional in a way, even though the Lovers is more, closely related. But I do feel here for you, this is about making a decision to release the past. It says release yourself from that which holds you back. And there was some sort of pain that held you back from embracing your true Empress energy, okay? Or your true feminine energy. Even if you're a male watching this, there's something that blocked you from receiving what it is that you truly desired. It's like you just struggled and struggled with receiving a job offer, a love offer, good health, whatever it may be for you. There was a deep struggle. And now when the Devil shows up here, it says a need to detox, and you have the detox card showing up again. So it says unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. That may be what is showing up with the shadow work. Some of you really need to work on that confidence piece. And maybe that's part of it as well with the swords, King of Swords showing up here, because maybe that masculine energy, maybe you've been in that for so long that you forgot what that deep, deep, true confidence looks like about receiving, it being reciprocated, right? So you're making some decisions and choices this month to cut out unnecessary worry, drama, addictions, pain. And once you make that decision, that conscious decision to do so, Libra, you have the Sun right behind you. This Sun is embracing all that life has to offer. This is thriving through the power of a positive, abundant mindset. It is you being that inspiring success, right? Life is good when the sun comes out. Life is great when the sun comes out because this is double abundance. This is double, love and energy and support and feeling just like, wow, things have shifted for me on a dime. But it didn't happen because of what came in out there. It happens here, Libra, because you have made the choice to allow the sun to come into your world. Whew. I'm getting very, very deep emotional energy. Some of you may be getting chicken skin here. Some of you are getting deep goosebumps or maybe even emotional listening to this because you've been on the edge. This is that light at the end of the tunnel. This is about you jumping off the fence here and heading towards what it is that you truly are deserving of, that you are worthy of, Libra. But somewhere along the way, your confidence took a hit It could have been a relationship. It could have been a job. It could have been being denied for a position. It could have been abandonment. It could have been some childhood traumas, some addictions that got caught up in the mess, some, hurtful words and arguments, whatever it was here for you. It came in and it kind of severed. It severed some pieces within you, and you've been building those pieces back together, but you're seeing everything from a brand new viewpoint, a brand new lens, and the sun is coming out here to offer you this inspiring, successful new beginning, because your final outcome here, you have the Magician and you have the Eight of Cups behind it. There is something better waiting for you here, Libra. Do what you know is right for you. This is a spiritual quest. This is something that your intuition and your heart is guiding you to do at this time. If you want something deeper, you must walk away from the burdens, the pain, the shadows, because you've already faced them here. You've already done the work. This isn't you taking a shortcut through the woods. You've already been journeying, right? This is about you seeing that there is light. Head towards the light is what I just heard here. Head towards the light. And it's so interesting to note on this choice card. Look at that, Libra. There's two different paths. And you can see that there is a path that is lit up more so than the other one. Okay, so you're going to know what your choice is going to be, because how can you not when that light is shining bright there? So you already know, a lot of you, what you want to do, but maybe for whatever reason, again, the Three of Swords has been holding you back, and it's pain, right? Three of Swords can be pain, but it's also a sword energy. It's not a cup. So even though the Three of Swords, being able to hear something or mentally being in distress that causes the heart to hurt, this is about you letting go of something the mind has been replaying out in your head over and over. You're releasing that. You're growing from the situation. Time is going to heal any wounds of the past. You've been already healing here. But there is something better waiting for you, and you're going to go forward in the spiritual quest. The Eight of Cups is my Eat, Pray, Love card. And for those of you that have seen that movie or read the book, you know that Julia Roberts goes in search of something deeper, more meaningful, because she feels like there is something missing. And it doesn't mean that you have to go looking out there, but she does. She goes on that spiritual quest. And for a lot of us, we do. We need to make big choices in our lives because we are being motivated to do so. So whether that's traveling, moving, leaving a relationship, entering a relationship, having children going off to school, changing our appearance, getting in shape, right? Whatever it may be, these are all things that are external to us. And you've been going on the spiritual quest, and now it's time to see some big changes in your outer world. And you do have the Magician as your final outcome. It's also card 1. That's a new beginning. You can manifest the life you want. I want you to write that down. Put that on a sticky note, paste it on your refrigerator, carry it with you. Say, I can manifest the life I want, because what you need is appearing. It's appearing this month almost as if it's out of the blue, right? It's appearing as like magic, just like the Magician. That home that you wanted, boom. Right? That vehicle at that right price, boom. The choice may be made clear. Maybe it's not a physical. Maybe it's something within you where you just have this innate inner knowing that you need to make the decision to do something in your outer world. I hope that makes sense. But it says here, successful beginnings. And in order to have this successful beginning, you must walk away or leave behind something that you were attached to at one point, maybe even something that did bring you a sense of stability, because the 8 energy here, 8 of Cups, is moving on, because what you've needed to learn out of a situation, I feel like you've learned, right? So very, very deep reading here. Now, when it comes to finances, wealth, money, and abundance, it looks pretty good after a time of waiting here, okay? Because you do have the Watch card. So something may have been difficult for you for a period of time. Maybe you've been unemployed, or maybe you've been struggling in a business or in a career, or maybe your career has been really good, but it's starting to feel a little bit too routine, or maybe a little stagnant, or some of you are even second guessing. Do I have what it takes? Can I do this? Am I being authentic? Is there things that I need to prune away or detox in order for new growth to enter? This is the time to profit, Libra. This is divine timing at play. This is the month that is all about seizing the moment. You've gone through a waiting period again, or you were laid off, or there was a temporary situation that you may have been in a lot longer than you wanted to be, because you have the Tower right next to it. And this is about earning power. It is about building a business. It's about making what? Sound decisions, right? You have the choice card showing up here. So this could be to leave a corporate job. It could be decisions to bring in more stability, maybe to go off on your own. It could be to retire. It could be to leave behind some beliefs that you have around money or finances or your own stability or security. There's things changing and shifting. And because you have that Devil here as well, this is reclaiming your power. It is freedom here, freedom from codependency, freedom from manipulation, freedom from, fears and obsessions around money here. And once you release whatever this is that's been kind of, stopping your progress at times, I'm getting a complete stop for some of you. It's like, boom, something came to a halt. Maybe you were fired, let go. Maybe it was the economy, a health concern, whatever it may have been. Yeah, it felt like a spiral, right? Like it spiraled you out of control. And some of you are now a lot of you are coming out of that. And this is about an upward and outward trend, right? This is about you climbing the ladder. You may hear news of a new job, a new promotion. Maybe there's something you're revisiting here. It could be a new connection that you make with someone who is partnered with the same type of energy, with this, again, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, someone who is very passionate, someone who wants to grow and thrive and, move forward here with you. This is about, going above and beyond. And I feel like you're going to see other people going above and beyond. There's going to be more than just fair negotiations is what I heard. So some of you are actually getting more than maybe you asked for. I mean, that it seems unheard of, but it's not impossible. So this is really wonderful because your final card here in this category is the gold bar. This is solid finances, Libra. This is leading to you investing your time, your energy, your money, yourself into things that are really aligned with your values and your integrity. And didn't that come up here for you to stand in your integrity here? Yeah, it says with this King of Swords, I mean, this could also be, this King of Swords could be offering you a position of more growth based on, your own integrity. It says wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. Yes, don't compromise your integrity. And if you're dealing with someone who does compromise your integrity here, that's what you are shifting out of, okay? Because you want this gold. You want, satisfaction here on what it is that you do. You want more of a long-term position. And they're giving me, oh, this is so interesting. I love this. They're actually showing me Willy Wonka opening the chocolate, Charlie is his name, opening the chocolate bar in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So again, something that you feel is limited, or there's not very many options or choices, or it could be a high probability, you actually hold the winning ticket. Wow, Libra, you're holding the winning ticket here. Beautiful. Why? Because, and who wins at the very end? Not the blueberry, the girl that eats, and turns into a blueberry, not the one that lies or keeps secrets, the one that has the most integrity, the one that trusts and listens, right? Charlie, the one that is able to show up in alignment with who he is. And that's what you're doing here. That's why you're holding the winning ticket this month. Oh, I got more goosebumps. Libra, beautiful. Something that maybe you didn't think was for you, or you get offered to you, or maybe it's part of, the sun. The sun is you holding that winning ticket. Now, You had a whole plethora of cards come out here when it comes to maybe finances, life in general. You have the cryptocurrency card. Some of you may have been dabbling in crypto. Maybe you know more about it. Maybe you've been wanting to research more about stocks or the market, cryptocurrency. This would be a good month to do so, or maybe take a look at that. Please take it as it resonates. Talk to a financial advisor. Now, there could be some sort of unexpected expense come up, but I feel like you'll be fine because, again, you're on this new path. There's something being offered to you. It's like I'm hearing in the nick of time. So it's like there could be an expense. Maybe it's a doctor expense or someone. Maybe it's you have to put down a certain amount of money in order to get an item. But I feel like you'll have it covered, that you'll be able to manage it. You'll be able to make it work because there's another large chunk of money or some sort of money that starts to come in here after a little bit of a pause. So if you do have some sort of unexpected expense, know that you'll have enough to cover it. Again, maybe even in the nick of time, but you'll be able to make it work. Now you have the multitasking card here, Libra. You're very good at multitasking, a lot of you. You can see that she has a baby on her lap. She's working. She's also feeding him some oranges, which could be important. Some of you may need to step up your vitamin C game, okay? Or just be able to get more of those nutrients. Maybe eating more orange fruits or vegetables could be helpful. But I also sense that you're going to be able to multitask and do things that maybe you don't think you can do. Right? And that's a message here for you, Libra, where you have the ability to do many things at once. And that was also part of one of your cards here, the ability to do many things at once, right? Because your needs are going to get fulfilled. It says here, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. So this could also be having other people help you out, resources that appear as if out of nowhere. Now, maybe part of the unexpected expense that we're getting here has to do with some of you if you're traveling, right? Maybe there is a hidden expense. Maybe you're renting a vehicle and, something unexpected comes up on it. Maybe you have to pay for, I don't know, insurance or toll tabs or something like that. For others of you, you could be deciding to take a vacation, travel. Maybe you win a trip as well. Maybe this has to do with your business, your company. Some of you, this is traveling via camper or RV. Maybe you're traveling to hot springs or mountains here as well. You're just taking some time off. Allow yourself to rest this month. Even if you're not physically taking a vacation somewhere else, this could also be a staycation as well. Taking some time for you at home. Now you do have the loan approved, Libra. If you're going in for a loan, I feel like you're going to be, you'll be approved for it here. Or if there's something that you want, you're going to get it. Something is being approved because this is literally the stamp of approval, and it doesn't have to be a loan. It can be anything that you apply or anything that you want, because you have the Magician card. So know that you have the ability to manifest this. Stamp of approval is a yes. Hired or sold or, whatever it may be for you. This is a great energy. Stamp of approval. And some of you, there is a performance eval coming up for you this month at your job. This could also be you evaluating your life and your performance. How are you showing up to the things, the people that you love, right? So you yourself could even be, undergoing a personal performance evaluation and saying what needs to go, what's working, what makes me happy. And this could benefit you to really look at this time and saying, okay, how do I feel about this situation on a scale of, 1 to 5, with this being the, very, very unhappy to this being happy, because what you're doing is making choices to bring more happiness, harmony, and balance into your life. Powerful. All right, let's get a roll on. I know this reading is a little bit past time, but like I said, I know this is one reading that you're not going to want to miss out on. For some of you in love, there could be a new relationship where you get to know each other here. Ace of Pentacles showing up with this getting to know each other. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. So definitely a probability or a high chance of connecting to partnerships whether romantic or friendships, but there is some sort of unconditional love, companionship, or support available to you here in the month of November. Now, you also have the trust card. So trust could be a factor in your life. It actually came out with the control card, and you have let go of control issues, allow a situation to unfold naturally, because this situation is calling for you to have trust. And it's interesting to note as well, the Magician, he can be very manipulative, even in the lower vibration. And you do have a card around power, which we'll talk about here in a moment. So if there's someone or something controlling you, that's something you're getting rid of. That needs to be addressed this month with the Devil. Okay, so the Magician is someone who, right, he can manipulate the audience to believe what they want. Now, I feel like this is the highest vibration of your outcome, but trust that there are people who can manipulate you at times to see things, but you're going to break through that. You're shattering through that illusion. That's why you've gone through this shadow work, to shatter through your own illusions, or the illusions that other people put on you. And then you also have the honeymoon card. So some of you could be enjoying the holiday time together. We are entering holiday season if you celebrate that. But some of you are also traveling, taking a trip together, maybe a second honeymoon, disconnecting if you're in a partnership here. For others of you, I feel like you could even be traveling or visiting someone or visiting family at a distance. And then lastly, you do have these cards came out all together quite quickly, and actually Spirit said to me as this card came up, Crown Games. I'm going to read to you this card. I was told to read this one to you. And as I pulled your final card, which is the Thinker card, it's actually card 44, which equals what? It equals 8. And that is this card here of the Crown Games. You have a tidy house, clarity and organization. So some of you could be getting clear around a home situation. Some of you are physically cleaning, tidying up your home, maybe painting, doing some work inside or out. This is about organizing. Some of you are going through some old drawers, clothes, toys, anything that no longer serves you. You are doing a major decluttering and detox here. Out with the old, in with the new. You're preparing in a sense. And now that Libra season is over, you're ready, because that is like isn't Sam Hain or Samhain, I think that's how it's pronounced, or the new year actually starts on maybe the 2nd of November, I think, in some cultures. But this is about, being organized, really being able to be organized here and know what you need to do. Some of you are buying new furniture, or you're unpacking something. And then you also have the Moon Maiden, card 41. There could be a lot of changes and shifts around the moon, new moon or full moon. This is new beginnings, and you have the new beginnings showing up here for you, because you're walking away or leaving behind something that's just no longer serving you, Libra. So I love the new beginnings showing up. The message, though, is to don't overthink things with the Thinker card. And then lastly, you have Crown Games, and it says right use of power. So this is a very important message. You may really want to listen closely here, maybe even listen twice, because this Crown card is all about leadership. It's about responsibility, accountability, and the right use of power. So see how this is playing out in your life. If there is a power struggle, if this is you stepping into your own power with the Empress to receive the energy of love, right? To receive and accept that the sun is your birthright here, that we have access to tapping into that and enjoying the sunny side of things. There is a game of power, Libra, played by all people, whether they are conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters that you need to ponder now, so that you find yourself in the Crown Game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive. destructive, and redemptive? Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others, lead with humility while letting others discover their way home? Now you are learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. Wow, Libra, that's pretty intense. And because you have control here, and because you are really stepping into this Empress, this aligns. Everything is aligning here. And you have this life ahead of you that maybe scares you in a way. It scares you. Maybe your own power at times scares you. And that's why it's important to go back and re-listen to the words of the crown games. Because you are wearing a crown, right? You're wearing a crown. And some of you, there's a big power struggle going on here. Or there has been mentally within yourself, fighting for the masculine and the feminine. You got this, Libra, and there are sunny, sunny, sunny days ahead. And you have conquered and completed one of the most profound human experiences that you chose to incarnate and have as your ally, as your help in this lifetime. Powerful messages, Libra. I hope it resonates. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. If you like this reading, please feel free to hit that thumbs up. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. It certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I love you guys for. Thank you so much for all your shares, your likes, your comments, your super chats, your private readings, all of it. Thank you. Libra, if you're vibing with the energy here and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much for your time. Lots of love.